Liquidity and fair value gaps are the only two concepts that you need to become a profitable trader. Stop trading them incorrectly and learn how to trade them correctly, and you will make a lot of money in the market. As you can see right here, we have this bearish fair value gap. Now, most ICT traders are taught to short from bearish fair value gaps, but what I actually do and what I teach is you need to start longing from bearish fair value gap, and the way that you do that is you wait for them to be inversed and disrespected. As you can see right here, we get this candle close above this fair value gap. This means that this fair value gap has now been disrespected, and we can look for it to take some buy side liquidity. We have this strong draw on liquidity up here, which is our daily high candle. Our stop loss will go back below this fair value gap if we get a candle close back below there. Take profit is buy side liquidity. And this is a model that I trade every single day in my Discord. I have over an 80% win rate. If you want to join my Discord, the link is in my bio. Stop trading fair value gaps incorrectly. You need to stop shorting from bearish fair value gaps, and you need to stop longing from bullish fair value gaps, and you need to use my 80% plus win rate day trading model that is extremely simple. Now, as you can see, we have had a market structure shift or a break of structure to the downside because we've had a candle close below this draw on liquidity. Now, I do not trade with break of structure, or I did not trade with market structure shifts at all. As well as that, we have this bearish fair value gap. Now, most ICT traders are only taught to short from bearish fair value gaps, but what I do is I wait for them to be disrespected and inversed. So, as you can see right here, this fair value gap has now been disrespected and turned into an inversion fair value gap. Therefore, I will enter into a long position. My stop loss will go if we get a candle closer back below this fair value gap. My take profit will be this buy side liquidity right here. And that is simply my 80% day trading win rate strategy that I trade every single day. If you want to watch me trade it live, the link is in my Discord. Stop missing trades like this every single day. This is a 100-point move that I caught today on Nasdaq. So as you can see, we have swept sell side liquidity right here. As well as sweeping sell side liquidity, we have created this big 5-minute bearish fair value gap. Now this is where we will look for our long positions. Unlike most ICT traders, instead of looking for shorts from bearish fair value gaps, I only look to long from bearish fair value gaps. And the way I do that is I wait for them to be inversed and turned into inversion fair value gaps. So as you can see, this fair value gap has now been inversed because it has been disrespected and we have a candle close above it. So I will enter a long position. My stop loss will go if we get a candle close back below the fair value gap, and my take profit will simply go at buy side liquidity right here, which is over a 100-point move. This is a day trading model that I trade live every single day in my Discord. If you want to watch me trade this model live, the link is in my bio. The only two trading concepts that you need to master to become a profitable trader in the market is fair value gaps and liquidity. Once you know how to use the fair value gaps and liquidity perfectly, you will be an extremely profitable trader. So as you can see right here, we have this bearish fair value gap. As well as that, we have swept this internal liquidity. Now, most ICT traders only short from bearish fair value gap. What I actually do is I only long from bearish fair value gaps, and the way I do that is I wait for them to be inversed. So as you can see, this candle has now been inversed because we have had a candle close above this bearish fair value gap. Therefore, I will enter into a long position there. My stop loss will go if we get a candle close back below this fair value gap, and then my take profit will simply be this buy side liquidity right here. And as you can see, this trading strategy works perfect. It has over an 80% win rate. I trade this live every single day in my Discord. If you want to watch me trade live, the link is in my bio. I have over an 80% win rate, and this is how I find my daily bias. So as you can see right here, we have this big bearish daily fair value gap. Now, most ICT traders are only taught to look for shorts from bearish fair value gaps, but what I do even on the higher time frames is I look for them to be inversed, and then I look for that to take some sort of liquidity. So as you can see right here, we've had this candle close above this bearish fair value gap. Therefore, I know that price action has a very strong chance of taking out some sort of buy side liquidity. Therefore, in this instance, my daily bias would be bullish, and if we play at the price action, as you can see, we are still in this bearish fair value gap, but the body of this candle is respecting it, and then what happens, we end up pushing up and taking out the buy side liquidity, and that is simply how I find my daily bias. I have over an 80% win rate. If you want to watch me trade live every single day, the link is in my bio. I have over an 80% win rate, and I catch trades like this every single day using this simple day trading strategy. My higher time frame bias for today is bullish. So going into today with that information, as you can see, we have this big bearish fair value gap. Now, as you guys know, I only long from bearish fair value gaps, and the way I do that is I wait for them to be inversed. Now, most ICT traders are only taught to short from bearish fair value gaps, and I think that is completely wrong. You should only long from bearish fair value gaps, and the way you should do that is waiting for them to be disrespected like this. As you can see, we have this candle close above this fair value gap. Now my stop loss will go back below this fair value gap, and then my take profit will simply be this buy side liquidity right here. Now this is my 80% win rate day trading strategy that I trade live every single day in my Discord, and as you can see, it has smashed my take profit yet again. If you want to watch me trade this live every single day, the link to my Discord is in my bio.